Ooh, oh, howdy. I'm sure some of y'all have seen videos of some freak that decided to put a light bulb on a grad cap, and all I have to say to that is, well, that person was me. Stick around for some chatting and find out how I made it. So, to begin, let's get this little sneak peek of a future project out of the way and whip out a crisp grad cap, some random lamp I found in my garage, and a light bulb. This is basically all I will need. Also, you can probably see I do these weird hand motions whenever I'm filming. I'm not completely sure why I do it, especially considering 76% of the time it's completely useless, but I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, so the only parts of this lamp I actually need is the part the light bulb screws into, the wire, and the plug. The rest of it I will tell myself I will use at some later date, and then I probably won't use it, like, ever. But you know what, that's okay. Oh, you see what I'm doing here with my fingers and the soldering iron? A bad idea.
Do not try at home.
And it didn't even work anyway, so like, yeah. Please just leave the stupidity to me, okay? It was probably like 2 in the morning when I was doing this anyway. That should be proof enough of my stupidity-ness. Yeah, that's a word. I mean, heck, I'm putting a lamp on my grad cap, so yeah. Anyway, after I drilled a hole through my grad cap and reassembled the rivet-looking button thing because it absolutely self-destructed when I was trying to drill through it, I realized the bolt sticking through the inside of the grad cap might hurt just a tad, so I had to undo half the steps just so I could shorten the bolt and make it marginally more comfortable to wear. I also didn't film it, but I had to add a clip also to the inside of the cap so that way it would actually stay on my head for the 3 hours of graduation. Also, apparently I didn't film this,
Even though I thought I did.
but I did have to solder the wires back onto the little screw-in lamp bit after I disconnected it. So far, this video has been a lot instructional and not a lot conversational, so now, let me tell you a story. You see, I knew we were allowed to decorate the caps, and I had a lot of friends that had already finished decorating their caps, and I didn't want to be left out. I was sure there were some regulations, but I had no idea what they were, and I couldn't find it. But one night, I sat up in bed and had a light bulb moment. A light bulb moment for a light bulb moment. Then in class, after I'd finished making the cap, I was talking to one of my friends and we were sharing photos of our grad caps, and then she gave me a very worried look. She got out her computer and opened a PDF. In bold, it said, the expected, keep the cap school appropriate, but then highlighted in yellow and in all caps it said, no 3-dimensional cap designs. And as the good little theater kid I am, one thought came to mind.
Friend!
Oh, and here's my cap with a bolt through it. That might hurt. Anyway, I told my parents and they were like, shoot. Anyways, me and my mom believed the best course of action would be to buy a new cap and redecorate it 2-dimensionally. My dad still thought it could work, but that's beside the point. So we bought a new cap on Amazon with their speedy package speediness, but still with all that speediness, the cap was going to arrive the night before graduation. Thankfully, it did come on time. I opened it, looked at my mom, and put my face in my palms. The cap was completely the wrong shade. Thankfully, my dad still thought we could get the light bulb cap in, so we came up with a plan. I would try to bring the cap in with all its fanciness through student security, and my dad would get the giant lithium Milwaukee battery through audience security and hand it to me as soon as I walked in. It worked, like almost perfectly. Security actually liked my grad cap design, and the battery was almost no different from the portable chargers everyone else is bringing. And because the audience was super close to the stage, my dad was able to toss the battery to me right after I'd walked in. The only person that questioned it was the assistant principal, who was in charge of seniors, graduation, and all that stuff. Literally right before I was going to walk in from backstage, he said, I'm not sure about that light bulb. But my line leader, who was the GOAT, responded saying, well, they haven't stopped it yet, and ushered me to keep on walking out. Also, the battery pack, as you will see, has a slight delay on it, and if you watch the videos of me walking the stage, I press the button right when I shake the second to last person's hand, which I shook with a diploma. I feel so bad! But the timing worked out so that the light bulb turned on right as I shook the principal's hand. So basically, it worked out perfectly, and I am so happy. Anyways, let's finally and officially move over to the glamour shots! This is so stupid. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I know a lot of people have questions, so please feel free to write them in the comments. I will try to respond to you in a timely manner. Have a great summer, everyone.